Well, hello folks off YouTube. My name's Ian and welcome to my channel. A lot of you folks know that I make wood burners from old propane tanks. But how do I get the valve off? And how do I expel the gas? Well, I generally attach my propane torch to the valve, burn off as much gas until it extinguishes itself, and then cut the safety ring off the top. Then we've got to take the valve out. Generally not needed, usually comes off with a short smack or two. There's a few ways of doing this. This video's not about how to take that valve off, it's about how to take another valve off. What I will normally do now, lie it on its side and with a big lump hammer, give it a couple of sharp smacks and twist it off. Now you take my lump hammer, give it a couple of sharp smacks. The cloths in case I miss and I don't want to break my flags.
Oh my god.
And the missus doesn't like bangs. Until you can twist it by hand. That's it, easy peasy. Then fill it full of water. Now you might just be able to see the haze coming off. You might just see it just there. That's the residual gas coming out. The mercaptan that they put inside to make it smell does make it smell. When it's only fill it up, emptying out, then there's no gas in there, we can work on it. See you in a minute. Right, so that bit's easy. But what happens if you hit your valve and it doesn't come off? It kind of smashes to bits. Kind of a bit like this. Well, I definitely need the bottle. I've got to get the gas out. I can only think of one way to do it. And that's to drill into it. Now then, probably need to read a disclaimer and talk about this. So as a disclaimer, don't do what I do. Right, I'm going to minimise the danger as far as I can. All right, you need three things for fire. You need fuel, you need oxygen, and you need a source of ignition. Currently inside that bottle, there's no oxygen, so it can't burn, it's just gas. As soon as I drill into it, the atmospheric pressure is going to force some air, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and is it a few percent of oxygen into it. That does create a potential explosive gas situation. However, we minimise it. So we're going to say, right, we know there's no air in. So if I put a barrier between the drill and the air, in this case it's going to be a cup full of water. I'll be drilling through the water will cool the drill bit down, so there's going to be no, that will reduce the possibility of a spark, of it overheating. The drill I'll be using is a brushless motor, so there's no sparks from the the brushes on a normal motor, and yes, you can Google it, you can look at it on YouTube, you can light a propane. You can light a propane torch by spinning a cordless drill with brushes close to the head. Right, we'll set up and we'll do those precautions. Don't do it unless you feel confident enough. Once I've done the first hole, I'll cover it up, then I've got to do a second hole to let the gas escape. I should mention before I do this that I do drain off as much gas as I can before I do fill them full of water. I attach a propane torch and burn the gas until it extinguishes. So I know there ain't going to be much in there anyway, but there will be some. Make a sausage. Plasticine sausage. Go around the bottom of there. Not big enough. Put the plasticine sausage around the bottom, like that. Stick that. On a cleaned area. There. Good as place as any. Well, the range, constant. Flow of water. We'll see if that works first. The only thing I forgot to do was to countersink it, just to centre pop it. That didn't work. I'm going to have to hold that. Get wet in the process. Smell the gas coming out. We've already got a hole in the bottom, so what I can do this time, I can centre pop it through the hole. Not go too deep. There we go. There's some water on. And now, drill through that hole again. Right. Well, that went rather painless, didn't it? So we've got two holes, one for the water to go in and one for the gas to come out. I've made an adapter for my hose pipe that just fits that drill bit size. Put water in, gas comes out, and eventually water when it fills up. Well, I've got my neighbours out in the back garden. Normally, a bit of a wind, the gas coming out, which smells because of the mercaptan that they put in. Stinks. But you can burn the gas off. So, I've put a pipe in there, plugged up any holes in the broken valve. Got a torch going down. Got a little bit of a chimney to keep the wind off. And we'll start putting water in. You should be able to hear that. And oh, I can certainly smell that coming out. So that ain't working as well as I thought it would do. It's probably because of the diameter of the pipe. So what I've got is, I've got the gas coming out, it's struggling to stay lit. So I've got the Bunsen burner on a very, very low flame. And the light is really against me. But it is actually igniting the gas that's coming out. So there's no, you'll see the odd flicker, there we go. The odd flicker of yellow, which is the propane coming out. Oh, we'll carry on until water spurts out somewhere. Then eventually, fills full of water. No more gas inside. Right. I want to get that off. Hacksaw, cordless, Aldi cordless grinder, goes forever. You know, snip that off. Don't forget, I'll be cutting a hole for the chimney. I'll get the brass out at a later date. I can always puddle weld those two holes in. Then it's a matter of get my template, large 47K, which is that one. Draw around it with my marker pen, two holes, a little bit more work, another wood burner made. Now then, as I was doing this, I noticed on my phone I had like 19 comments from my last video, and this one from Curl, Lockpick 6179. Please show us how you degas the bottle for grinding and welding. So there you go, Curl, a very fortuitous question right at the time where I'm filming a video which is more about how I go about when the valve don't come out properly. And but if your valve unscrews, you just fill it up full of water. Easy peasy. Let me take my top off. I've got a not my top off. Don't want to scare the ladies, do we? The wood burner. I've got a wood burner to make. Right, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. In the shed. I will see you in another one. Wake up breathing, that is. You know, two in the can need editing. One's a big one. It's like 1 hour and 15 minutes at the moment, and I'm like, could I put Guido Wandel through 1 hour and 15 minutes of me popping off in my shed? We'll see. See you soon. Take care, folks. Well, them 3 holes certainly come in handy. This bit, well, this bit's just for curl. Even though you filled it full of water, expelled all the gas, the mercaptan that they put into the gas seeps into the walls of the gas bottle. No gas in, but it still stinks. And the only way I found out to get that out is to burn it out. Just throw a little bit of cardboard in, let it burn. Don't have to burn much, but it will get the smell out.